Alright, so I know this video is very overdue. I am so sorry it's taken me so long to make this video. Senior year, you know how it is. Scholarships and tests and clubs, and it's been exhausting. But anyways, I'm finally sitting down recording, and a part of me actually did kind of want to wait, because now Andi Mack is on break. It's sad we have a whole month without Andi Mack. But this gives me a good opportunity to look over the last season and a half and really make sure that I have all the information and not post a video and then one episode later there's something else I should have talked about or something I should have mentioned. It's a safety period pretty much. So this is the video that won the poll, which, by the way, 12 people participated in that poll. I was expecting maybe 5. So thank you for your participation and your excitement about the channel. I've gotten a couple different comments of people who are like, hey, when's you're gonna upload next? And although I think a lot of people get annoyed by that, it honestly means a lot to me that people are excited for my next upload. And I promise you, it's still gonna be sporadic for a while. But I will try and do this a little bit more often, and I might even try and branch out from Andi Mack a little bit. I might talk about music or games or other shows, I'm not sure yet, but the point of this video, the 100 subscriber special, the thank you 138 of you for subscribing to this stupid, goofy fangirl, why I don't ship Jandi. Now I know this intro has already been super long, but I do need to say this. Jandi shippers, I don't think you're stupid. I don't even think you're wrong. I don't hate you, and I don't hate your ship. I simply disagree with it. Now, can we please keep the conversation civil? I'm gonna do my best to be nice, so please do your best to be nice. Now, most of you probably assume that the reason I don't ship Jandi is because I ship Gyrus. And that's half true. Gyrus is a big reason why I don't ship Jandi. Gyrus is just cuter to me. I just think it's more original and there's more chemistry there. So I'm gonna ship Gyrus more than I ship Jandi. But there are Jandi exclusive reasons that I don't ship them, and that's mostly what I'm gonna be focusing on. Now there's one big reason that I don't ship Jandi, and it's because when you're in a relationship with somebody, you're supposed to make them a better person and they're supposed to make you a better person. But that doesn't happen with Jandi. When you think about when you think about Jonah being unlikable, what episode comes to mind? At least for me, it's episode 11, Were We Ever? And I mean, when Andi can look Jonah dead in the eyes and say, hey, were we ever really friends? And have that feel cathartic and justified, that says basically everything you need to know about how one-sided this friendship has been. And their relationship, I can't see it being much different. I mean, the entire relationship is just them freaking out and being self-conscious and not knowing what to say or what to do and being in, uncomfortable territory. And I get it. It's, with Andi, it's her first relationship. It's with the guy she's liked for a while. It's okay to be a little bit awkward. But Jonah's kind of done this before. He's been with somebody before, at least once. And so he should not be as Jonah as he is. And by that I mean he's just really out of place. You see this especially in Chinese New Year, where he's introduced to a culture he doesn't understand, and although he kind of tries to fit in, it does not go well for him at all. And even in the same time, he's still just as awkward as Andi is, and I just haven't seen it getting much better from episode to episode. And on top of that, Jonah sometimes gets so wrapped up in his own problems that he seems really selfish and he's really oblivious. And that's amplified when he's around Andi. It's not diminished. And with Andi, she is her most unlikable when she's around or talking about Jonah, because she loses her sense of self. She loses her backbone. She's a strong character until it comes to Jonah, in which case she's another Disney girl who's in love with another popular boy who can't think for herself. And it's really irritating to me, because when she's around her friends, she's not like that. At least not when she's not talking about Jonah. Anyways, the other reason that I really just can't find myself getting behind the ship is something I kind of mentioned earlier. They don't have a lot of chemistry. Now, there are moments that are supposed to be awkward between them, And then there's moments that aren't supposed to be, and yet they still are. In Hey, Who Wants Pizza, when Jonah's joking, oh, I cut off her arm to get this bracelet, Andy's laugh is so forced. Like, I recognized that when I watched it originally as a teaser. It was so forced and uncomfortable and just, it was just not good. And there's been other moments like that throughout this couple. They just don't connect that well. And perhaps the reason for this could be the 2-year age difference. Peyton Elizabeth Lee is 13, while Asher Angel, who plays Jonah, is 15. Now, while it doesn't matter in the show, because there is already a bit of an age difference, it can kind of hinder actors' relationships with each other when they're at a stage in their life when dating out of your grade in real life kind of not super looked highly on. And I don't know. Also, I said I wouldn't talk about Jairus, but let's just say this. The guy who plays Cyrus, whose name completely escapes me, even though freaking Joshua Rush. I don't know how I forgot him. He's the best actor on the show. Best child actor, anyway. Joshua Rush and Asher Angel are both 15 years old. And Peyton Elizabeth Lee is 13. So, just saying, you draw your own conclusions. So, those are the two biggest reasons that I don't really ship Jandi. On top of that, every relationship obviously will have their ups and downs, but it seems like with these two, it's been mostly downs. It's been drama, and it's been avoiding, and it's been, accidentally giving away their gifts, and miscommunications, and jealousy, and just a lot of drama that really doesn't need to exist. And I cannot see them being happy together. I just can't do it. They don't seem right for each other. I don't know. This show has made a name for itself by being not predictable, and the predictable thing to do is for Andi and Jonah to end up together, which is why I have a feeling that they probably won't. But who knows? And hey, on a side note, who's excited for the episode where Cyrus breaks up with Iris at a Renaissance fair? Spoilers, it's on the Disney Now app, the quiz that says it, not the episode. I wish the episode was on the Disney Now app. But yeah, there's a quiz, and one of the questions is, who breaks up at a Renaissance fair? And it shows Cyrus in a Renaissance-y hat, so it's like, wow, couldn't have made that any more obvious. But yeah, I'm super excited, because I know, at least for me, I've been waiting for the episode where he breaks up with Iris since he first got together with her. So I'm super pumped for that, and I'm really excited for the second half of season 2. I don't know, what do you guys think of the season so far? For me, I feel like it's had less consistency than season 1. So its highs were higher and its lows were also lower. But with season 1, everything was a pretty, there were some dips or some points where they were a little bit better, a little bit worse, but it was pretty much the same quality throughout. But season 2 has had two of my favorite episodes, that being Mama and Hey, Who Wants Pizza? But it's also had some of my not as favorite episodes, such as Friends Like These, which I actually really did like. I just felt like the pacing was very off. But anyways, I'm done rambling. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you have any other video suggestions for me to do, whether they're from the poll or something else, let me know, and hopefully I'll be back before Andi Mack is. See ya.